Have you ever been somewhere so beautiful that you wish nobody else knew about it? Maybe you visited a place that was once famous for its outstanding natural beauty or historical importance, but now it's become overcrowded with tourists, leaving you disappointed. From trash-filled beaches to long lines to enter world-famous attractions and local cultures that have been watered down by mass tourism, there are many reasons why overcrowding is ruining some of the world's most beloved destinations. So here are 7 popular tourist destinations that should start turning people away at the door. Rome. Ancient Rome is considered by many to be the greatest city in the world, boasting countless architectural treasures like the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and the Trevi Fountain. However, the massive number of visitors who come to see these sites every year has led to overcrowding in Rome. The city's infrastructure was not built to withstand the hordes of tourists that flood the streets during the summer months. In fact, it's estimated that Rome receives over 10 million tourists every year, with 40% of them coming in July and August alone. This influx of tourists has left many locals feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. There simply isn't enough public transportation to go around and move everyone efficiently. It's common for locals to avoid certain areas of the city entirely during peak hours because they know how difficult it can be to get anywhere if they don't have a car. And those who do drive in Rome often find themselves stuck in traffic jams caused by the crowd. On top of all this, Rome is also dealing with an increase in petty crime, which many believe is linked to the rise in tourism. With so many people from all over the world descending on the city, pickpocketing and bag snatching have become common occurrences, especially at popular tourist spots. This has created an atmosphere of unease and anxiety for both locals and tourists alike. To make matters worse, the garbage situation in Rome is dire. Locals complain that the city's waste collection system is inadequate, leading to overflowing bins and piles of trash on the streets. They also criticize the tourists for failing to dispose of their rubbish properly. This has led to a decline in the overall quality of life for those living in Rome and has made it less enjoyable for tourists as well. Machu Picchu, the ancient Inca citadel of Machu Picchu, located in the Cusco region of Peru, is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. Every year, more than 1.5 million tourists from all corners of the globe make the pilgrimage to this lost city high up in the Andes Mountains. While tourism has brought much-needed revenue to the local economy, it's also had a detrimental effect on the environment and the experience of visiting this once-hidden gem. One of the biggest problems caused by overcrowding at Machu Picchu is the damage to the site itself. As more and more visitors have flocked to see the citadel, the delicate ecosystem that surrounds it has suffered greatly. The increase in foot traffic has eroded paths and trails leading to the site, causing soil erosion and landslides. Additionally, the large numbers of tourists generate a significant amount of waste, which has polluted local waterways and littered the landscape. But perhaps even more concerning is the impact that overcrowding is having on the spiritual significance of the site for local indigenous communities. For centuries, Machu Picchu was an important religious center for the Inca people. However, the influx of tourists with their loud noises and disruptive behavior have disrupted the sacredness of the site, causing distress among local communities who hold deep cultural and spiritual connections to Machu Picchu Agra. India is home to one of the world's most iconic monuments, the Taj Mahal, a white marble mausoleum that draws in over 7 million visitors every year. But this popularity has led to several problems for the city. One of the biggest issues Agra faces is severe air pollution. With so many tourists coming to see the Taj Mahal, there's been a corresponding increase in industrial activity, vehicle emissions, and energy consumption. According to government studies, air pollution levels in Agra exceed safe limits by up to 10 times, making it one of the most polluted cities in India. Another major issue is water scarcity. The Yamuna River, which flows behind the Taj Mahal, is highly polluted due to untreated wastewater from industrial and domestic sources. This has depleted the water table and led to water shortages in the city, affecting both locals and tourists. The sheer number of visitors also puts a strain on Agra's infrastructure. The city was not built to handle such a large influx of people, and as a result, there's a shortage of basic amenities like transportation, accommodation, and food. The congestion and noise pollution can make it difficult for tourists to enjoy the beauty of the Taj Mahal, Venice. Venice is known for its canals, beautiful architecture, and rich history. But the city's popularity has led to several issues. The number of tourists visiting Venice has increased dramatically in recent years, with over 20 million people arriving in the city every year. This influx of visitors has led to overcrowding, which has negatively impacted the quality of life for locals. Many residents complain that the streets are too crowded, making it difficult to get around. Another major problem facing Venice is the rising cost of living. The city's popularity has driven up the price of goods and services, making it difficult for locals to afford basic necessities. For example, the cost of accommodation has increased dramatically, forcing many long-time residents to move out of the city. Barcelona is a beautiful city with a rich history and culture. However, its popularity as a tourist destination has led to a number of negative consequences. One of the biggest issues Barcelona faces is overcrowding. With over 12 million tourists visiting the city every year, it's no surprise that many locals feel that the city is becoming too crowded. The influx of tourists means that popular attractions like Las Ramblas and Park Güell are packed with visitors, making it difficult to enjoy the sights. But it's not just the popular tourist spots that are affected. The entire city feels the impact of overcrowding, making it difficult for locals to move around and enjoy their own city. Paris. Paris is known for its romantic atmosphere, iconic landmarks, and world-class cuisine. However, the city's popularity as a tourist destination has led to several negative consequences. One of the biggest issues Paris faces is overcrowding. With over 30 million tourists visiting the city every year, it's no surprise that many locals feel that the city is becoming too crowded. The influx of tourists means that popular attractions like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum are packed with visitors, making it difficult to appreciate the sights. On top of all this, Paris is also dealing with an increase in petty crime, which many believe is linked to the rise in tourism. With so many tourists from all over the world descending on the city, pickpockets and bag snatchers have a large pool of potential targets, making it important for tourists to be aware of their surroundings and take precautions to protect their belongings. Petra, located in Jordan. Petra is an ancient city that was once a thriving hub of trade and culture. Today, it's a popular tourist destination, attracting over 1.5 million visitors each year. However, this popularity has led to several problems. One of the biggest concerns is the damage to the site itself. As more and more tourists have flocked to see the treasury and other famous structures, the delicate rock-cut facades and historical artifacts have suffered greatly. The increase in foot traffic has caused erosion and the formation of deep grooves in certain areas of the site. Additionally, the large numbers of tourists generate a lot of waste, which has polluted local waterways and littered the landscape. Angkor, the Angkor Archaeological Park in Cambodia, is home to some of the most magnificent temples in the world, including Angkor Wat and Bayon every year. Millions of tourists from around the globe come to marvel at the intricate carvings and stunning architecture of these ancient structures. However, this popularity has led to several problems. One of the biggest concerns is the impact of overcrowding on the site itself. As more and more tourists have visited Angkor, the delicate balance of the ecosystem has been disrupted. The increase in foot traffic has caused erosion and the formation of deep grooves in certain areas of the site. Additionally, the large numbers of tourists generate a lot of waste, which has polluted local waterways and littered the landscape. To conclude, while tourism can bring economic benefits to a destination, it's crucial to find a balance that preserves the natural and cultural heritage of a place. By implementing measures to control overcrowding, promoting sustainable tourism practices, and educating both tourists and locals about the importance of preserving cultural heritage, we can ensure that future generations can continue to enjoy the beauty and wonder of these incredible places. Do you agree that these tourist hotspots should start turning people away at the door? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.